Hi, I'm Alari Anawa. I've been a life on purpose coach since 2003, and I'm also the author of Just Believe How Faith in Yourself Shifts Everything. I help people create what they most want in life from the heart and soul of who they truly are. So, how can you be more productive? In this training, you will discover a powerful formula that tells you what you need to tweak in order to be more productive. It also helps you see whether or not you're setting the right goals for you, because there's no point in being productive, is there, if we're not heading in the right direction or in the best direction for us as an individual. Plus, you'll also learn why you shouldn't ever make yourself wrong for procrastinating. So let's jump in. Let's start by looking at a formula I use to help my clients accomplish more of the things that matter to them. And then we'll dive deeper and I'll bring it all together so you can see how to apply this in your own life. Here's my productivity formula. Your productivity is equal to your focus plus your relationship with time. Let's start with focus. How you're focused includes a clear goal, a true desire, your skill set, and your mindset. Let's look at each one of these ingredients so you can see why they matter. Number one, your clear goal. Do you have a clear goal or direction? This is important, especially when it comes to focus, because without this, we tend to wander. Without clarity, we don't know what to focus on or how to get there. It's like getting in a car and not having a destination. You can't set a GPS and know where you are relative to your goal if you really don't know where you're heading. Just makes sense, doesn't it? So, the second aspect of focus is whether or not you have a true desire. So, let's look at this in the context of being productive. Do you really want the goal, or is it something that you just think you should do or be or have? If it's a should or something you feel like you have to do, but you don't really want to do it, you won't have a lot of energy around it and you'll lose interest quickly. This is not a character flaw, it's just how you're designed to ensure that you're choosing the right goals for you. So, if you've ever made yourself wrong for procrastinating or made yourself wrong for giving up on a goal, please let that go. Instead, let yourself see something that's far more powerful for you. Instead of labeling it as procrastination or making yourself wrong, look at the desire factor. If a goal is a have to or a should instead of a really want to, you will naturally want to stop, and this is a good thing. It means change the goal or change what you think you need to do in order to have it. But by all means, don't make yourself wrong if you were procrastinating. Instead, get the message that procrastination is giving you. Change the goal or change the way you're seeing the goal. So, the other aspect of focus in the productivity formula is your skill set. So, your ability to focus in a particular area also includes your skill set around your desire. If you're more skilled, you'll naturally be more confident in that area and you'll also be more productive. If your goal, mission, or desire, however, requires new skills, then you'll naturally want to build in time for learning or finding skilled resources to support you. Give yourself space for this, and everything will flow a lot more smoothly. And the fourth ingredient that impacts your ability to focus well is your mindset. So, the way I'm using mindset means your beliefs and feelings that are associated with a goal or mission. Fundamentally, your energy and productivity are impacted by the degree to which you believe you can have your desire. So, if you believe you can easily have what you want, you will naturally be more productive, and the desired results will come faster to you and with a lot less effort. If, on the other hand, you have doubts, then your mindset and feelings will get in the way and you'll experience what many people refer to as self sabotage. But let's get rid of that disempowering concept too. You are not trying to sabotage yourself, even though it might feel like that. I get how that feels, and that's why I'm also inviting you to see it differently. Think about it. Why would you do that to yourself? Self preservation is natural, it's what you're wired for. But self sabotage means that you're doing deliberate damage to yourself and your desires. And that is rarely, if ever, the case. What's really happening is that your desire and mindset are not yet a match. What's needed is also far more empowering to you, is an expansion of what you feel is possible. You're being called to expand, not contract. It's about expanding your beliefs and mindset, and this is meant to be fun and inspiring and joyous. And I have a powerful resource and book that shows you exactly how to do that. It's Just Believe How Faith in Yourself Shifts Everything. So, if you want to go deeper into creating clear, committed goals and upgrading your mindset, here's the link to do that. It takes you to Amazon, and I'll also include it in the video description below if you want to learn more about that. So, to summarize, focus inside the productivity equation includes a clear goal, mission, or direction, true desire, an understanding of the skill set required so you can plan accordingly, and mindset, which again includes your beliefs and feelings around your goal. By the way, if you're learning something that's helpful, please click on the like button, as that helps other people discover this as well, and it helps me too. Now let's look at the other part of the equation, your relationship with time. So, this is a very big subject for a lot of people. It comes up with almost every client that I work with at some point. So, for the purposes of productivity and to keep this video within a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to give you some golden nuggets. And I also promise to post additional videos about time mastery in the future. For now, let's look at two basic models that will determine how you feel as well as how productive you can be inside your relationship with time. As I dive into these models, notice where you spend most of your time. So the first model is the scarcity model. If you've ever used a vantage point that leans toward not enough time or there are never enough hours in the day, you've experienced some variation of scarcity, stress, anxiety, overwhelm, or fear. If this paradigm is cultivated long enough, it can cause physical reactions such as a racing heart, high blood pressure, being short or snapping at people, etc. If the scarcity of time is an accepted personal truth, you may even push yourself to work faster and harder, which never works because you can't sustain that type of energy. And when you push yourself to work harder and faster, you just produce more hard work, and mistakes are more likely to happen, and a world of have-tos is created instead of the liberating joy of I get tos. And something else interesting happens from the scarcity time vantage point. We'll actually create distractions and more complex processes to fill up the time. Why? Because we said so. If we believe that there's not enough time, we can't be as productive or as happy as we want to be. We live from our paradigms, our mindsets. This means that your mind will only look for and find evidence that matches what you believe is true. So if you've been telling yourself that you don't have enough time, it will feel true, even when it's not. And you'll keep expanding the stuff you have to do inside the allotted time. The context that you don't have enough time will always create, you guessed it, not enough time. So let's take a deep breath and let that one go. let's explore the other end of that spectrum. So let's look at the infinity model, okay? The idea of there's all the time in the world creates a reality too. In this case, we don't value time, and it can also have unintended side effects. With practice, the infinity model can produce boredom, low energy levels, and even depression. This is especially likely if you love to have a sense of accomplishment, but you never get around to producing something that you personally value. When you have all the time in the world, you'll just get around to it tomorrow, right? That's the infinity model. The infinity scenario can feel better temporarily, especially if you've been overdoing it. But it's missing an important aspect in the equation of time on Earth. Without boundaries, we can meander from one idea to the next without accomplishing anything that's personally fulfilling or satisfactory. With an infinite supply of time, we can settle into thinking that there's always tomorrow, and then we don't make the clear choices that can open the doors to greater aliveness and fulfillment. And here's something else to consider too. If we place no value on time, do we devalue our life on earth? Definitely something to think about. Both relationships, the scarcity model and the infinity model, are extremes in the continuum of expressing time. Yet the greatest gift of time is that it encourages you to make conscious choices about how you really want to invest it. This is a true gift because with a need to choose comes clarity about who you are and what you truly value. Time can be a powerful tool if you see it as a tool and use it to your advantage. The key to having a healthy relationship with time is to see it as a tool. Do not be a slave to time because it has no power over you. Use it as you want to experience it. Time is a unit of measure that helps you focus and meet up with others. If you're feeling stressed by it, you're using the scarcity model. If you find it's fleeting and getting away from you, you're in the infinity model. So, how can you be more productive and use time in a healthier way? Because you're watching this video about being more productive, I'd say it's a safe assumption that you want to accomplish more of the things that matter to you. And to do that, here's an excellent place to start. You'll notice that I've already given you the formula, but let's say it in a different way. If you're struggling with time, chances are that there's something in the focus part of the productivity equation that needs to be tweaked. Your productivity is determined by or equal to, again, your focus plus your relationship with time. So when you have a clear goal that you truly want, plus the skill set or support needed, a powerful mindset, and a healthy relationship with time, you'll be far more productive. So, if you're not feeling very productive, look at these 4 areas. You'll quickly find which needs to be tweaked or refined so you can be more productive and happier too. So, in the first area, do you have a clear goal or direction that you really want? You have to start here because if you don't really want something, all the time management tools in the world are not going to help you for very long. You'll burn yourself out. You need true desire to be focused and productive over an extended period of time. The second area to look, area 2, is about skills and support. If you want to focus in a more productive way, consider these 3 questions. Have you factored in the appropriate time needed given your current skill set? If not, how much time do you want to commit to learning this skill set? And what type of support would allow you to produce better results faster? So let's look at the third area. Is your mindset supporting you, or are you in need of an upgrade? If so, you'll want to expand your feeling of what's possible. If your belief doesn't match your desire, you'll work harder and not produce the result that you're really looking for. Your mindset matters more than lists, planning, and strategies combined. And then finally, the fourth area, if you have a clear, committed goal and you feel good about it, then what can you do right now to make progress in that area? What small action can you take to make progress now? This matters because when you get into action and check something off a list, regardless of how big or small it is, you've now made progress. You're now more productive than you were a few moments ago. Keep going in that direction as you continue to expand your beliefs and feelings about what is possible for you. You'll find that you're more inspired and you're building positive momentum too. Yay, right? So, as promised, I'll be adding more videos about productivity, happiness, purpose, and living your most fulfilling on purpose life. So be sure to subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. That way you'll get notified when I upload the next training video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video training. Bye for now.